I'm conscious.
Now what?
What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Yeah.
Hold it. What you talking about, doctor?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, back with you again. Another episode. I'm conscious now. What? And as you read the title, we're gonna jump right into this one. Open mic. Today, Ryan JC joined me across the pond. We just feel like it's your platform, it's our platform, and you know, sometimes when we choose topics, a lot of you out there, some of you don't have an interest in that topic, and some of you feel left out. So we just decided today, hey man, let's just do an open mic topic. Let people call in and we'll talk about what you, ladies and gentlemen, want to talk about. We'll open up the phones right now, 734-230-2744. And if I don't get to you on the first time that you call, I will be calling people back. It just depends on the flow of the calls. Okay? My brother from another mother across the pond, Ryan JC. What's up, man? What's going on?
Greetings, Earthlings. What's up, man? Going on? Just meditating, being patient with this place, you know. And so from now on, you guys are going to be seeing me in my room quite a bit until downstairs gets sorted out, because I'm refusing to work down there until the heating gets sorted out, you know. It's winter in the UK. It's freezing. So basically what I've been doing, well, I fixed my circadian rhythm, which is my sleep cycle. I woke up in the early morning. Well, actually, I woke up the last hour of the night, which is 4 a.m. And the first hour of early morning is 5 a.m. So I woke up then, and 5 hours later, 10 o'clock, I astral projected in the astral realms. It's crowded, man, in the astrals now. There's been quite a few people I've noticed who astral project, and they just get scared in the astrals, and I'm watching things chasing them around. And I'm like an exterminator, a pest exterminator. I saw this one shadow being, scrawny looking one actually. It was the one with the hood, but it was just thinner than normal. It's very strange. Obviously, they're getting malnourished, you know? And they had this one astral projection by the head, and they were flying through the air. She was screaming. And I came out, and I just blasted him with a bit of light, just a little bit. And it stopped him in his tracks, and then it split them apart. He let go instantly, and they went back to their locations, obviously her bed. But it's like, guys, you don't have to be that afraid in the astrals. You know that, right? It's just, you just look at it like this. You have their food in the palm of your hands. That's your fear. If you don't feed a dog, what do you think is going to happen to the dog? It's going to die. So just think about it that way. You've got a lot of power there, you know? But that's pretty much what I've been doing, just playing with portals, and I projected back to my old house, see how things were going, and they're getting pretty good, you know? That's about it, man.
Okay, cool, man. I had a great night. Great night. I was flying around, fully lucid. I actually, I popped out of my body twice, and it was kind of weird. I set my intent for the last 3 or 4 days that I just wanted to just fly around. I guess I just feel kind of heavy in 3D. So sometimes I just like to project and just fly away from 3 density and just fly. And first couple of times I popped out of my body, well, the first time, it was kind of weird because I popped out of my body and I was just standing there. And then when I know what happened now, but at the time I popped out and I was just standing there, like with the deer in the headlights face, just like the dumb shit face, you know? But what I was trying where I was trying to figure out, am I in a lucid dream or am I out of body or what's going on? You know, because it's been, you know, I tell people all the time, when you get too bogged down in 3D and I got to do this and scheduling, designing websites, videos, working, and just you have to really set your intent depending on where you are consciously when you want to have astral projection. So the first time I did it and I thought about my body and I slammed back into my body, then I'm laying there and, you know, in paralysis in between, I was like, shit, I was out of body. So I popped out my body again and the same thing. And I was talking to you, Ryan, before. It's like, how can I put this? It's like I'm fully conscious. Like I know my intent. I know what I want to do. I know I yearn. It's like my light body yearns to get out of body, right? But when we astral project, I remember you saying something like we're only taking a part of our consciousness with us sometimes, and we're not. Did you elaborate on that a little bit? Because it's like I know what I want to do when I'm laying there, but as soon as I go through that transition and I'm actually out of body, sometimes I'm standing there and I forget what the fuck I wanted to do when I get there.
Yeah. I guess depending on your technique will depend on how much consciousness you bring from one location to another. You know, it's very simple. Okay. And the more you practice, it's like walking for the first time, the easier you'll get. But it's funny, it's like a muscle as well, in the sense that not if you keep doing it, it'll get easier. It's just if you stop working out, you'll have to start again from scratch.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, my friend. Calling you back. You're on live with Derek and Ryan. I'm conscious now. What's going on? Open mic. I want to say open mic night. Open mic day.
Y'all need to understand that there's an energy out there that wants you shut the hell down. They don't want the united people to understand their power. Now, astrally, I've sit and watched them do their little rituals, and I'm here to tell you, you're striking nerves and cutting cords, dude, that you can't even understand.
Oh, I understand.
My friends call me Bubba.
What's up, Bubba? My
friends call me Bubba. The team of energies I play with call me Dumbass. So I've adopted the name Bubba Dumbass because that explains my limitedness in this 3D world. And you understand what I'm saying because you're playing in it too. But the difference between me and you is I've been playing in it for 2 decades. So I'm here to help you. I'm here to assist. Whatever it takes. If you need magic that I play with some great energies. I welcome your take on this.
Oh man, I'm all ears, Bubba. If you listen to me, this is Derek Dunlap talking now. I always say, hey, I'm not a guru. I am who I am. I'm ascending. And I know there's a lot of conscious people out there. And that's the main reason why we opened up this platform, Bubba, is to get people like you to jump on the call and just from your perspective, 2 decades of knowledge, you know, to give us some insight from your perspective of what's going on out there. You know, we've been getting shut down. We've been getting strikes. The site went down. So I know you in line of what's going on, my friend.
You know what? I actually just had to open up the chat in another browser because it wouldn't open up in Google.
Wow. Every time we go live, Bubba, something happens.
Every time I try to access your site in Google, it says no way, okay. So I went to my deep web browser off my phone because I don't play on computers. And I had to go to my deep web browser in order to pull you up today so we could make this phone call happen. You knew Sunday that I needed to talk to you. You knew it immediately. And I've been projecting this energy since last Thursday. And I had to do some magic tricks to make this order to come about. To the point that on last Saturday, these energies, these darkness knew that I was watching. They made things come about, so I injured myself. And I don't do that. I've been doing what I do for a long time. But I knew that I was being attacked as well as you. And the energies and the teams that I play with, well, guess what? We ain't no joke, because we ain't got no fear. We got no doubt. We know we're here to assist in this consciousness shift.
Hell yeah. Yeah, let me give you some love on that, man.
Well, I've attended to friend you on Facebook, and you probably don't like the name. Most don't. They find it offensive. But I'm telling you right now, straight up, I got an IQ that's way out there, but I'm still just a dumbass.
And that's hey Bubba, I'm kind of adopting that too. There's no limit in depth and consciousness, but hey man, in 3D, I'm operating off of GD. I don't claim to know everything, but I do know that I'm ascending. I do know why I'm here. I'm waking up every day. You know what I mean? And I just feel so centered doing what I'm doing here with you guys.
Well, I'm just saying this, and this is from my perspective, because that's the only one I possess. Now, I shift my perspective daily from information intake, of course. But once you get this information, you can't use your fear-based knowledge course. Everything that I play with is outside the realms of fear and doubt. And when you step into your knowing, you have a power that they cannot surmount. And that's where everyone needs to understand. Your perspective is unique. You're the God in your creative ability. You only shift the perspective of the world that you live in. I shift the perspective of the world that I live in. But I do it from a place of non-fear and non-attachment. So attachment means suffering. And understand there is balance in that. We will all suffer little setbacks.
I agree. Crop, you want to throw anything to that, my friend?
Perfect timing. Needed to hear that. You know?
Bubba.
Yeah, man.
So Bubba, let me ask you this while we got you on, and we got to kind of limit it. I could talk to you all day, my friend, but from your perspective, Bubba, what are we up against, man, in this transition?
In this transition, you got to understand, from before Constantine in this land, from before Constantine, there has been a fight of darkness and light, but the true power comes in the gray area. In the gray area where the transition is bright. And in this brightness is truly gray. But in gray where the light changes, that's where chaos is. That's where your greatest point of creation is. People like it in light or dark. That's the way they like to explain it. But truly, only in chaos is creation. Get used to playing in the gray.
Great point. Great point, man. Great point, Bubba. Well, hey, Bubba, we love you. We thank you for calling in, my friend. We're going to get to some of these callers. Don't be a stranger, Bubba. I felt you last week.
Well, I don't. And you got my personal line. That's how I left you this message. If you have any questions, I'm told from my team that I'm a walking encyclopedia of useless information until the question is presented, and then I get it from a wide open perspective.
Well, let me throw one at you real quick, Bubba. And me and Crop talk about this all the time, and we got different perspectives because Crop can go a lot higher than I can go. Bubba, what's going on up there in that Antarctica, my friend? What are they hiding up there, my friend, in that Antarctica?
Nothing is being hidden. Nothing is being hidden. All veils are lifting. To understand this, in the consciousness perspective, we can't handle all the information that is. So as your vibration raises and as you work on you, then the veil is lifted greater and greater, you see. So what they're hiding, they've been hiding it worldwide. You got to understand the greatest source of information is in the basement of the Vatican, kept from mankind.
This rabbit hole runs deep, my brother, huh?
Well, this all started a long time ago, and people don't even understand. They think it's new. It's not new. It's been since the aliens came through. But there was an alien, one who was the first human form. They called him a Thoth, the Atlantean. And if you listen to his tablets, he'll give you the perfect way to shake up your 3D experience and go into the astral planes. And once you befriend Mr. Thoth, the first human hybrid, he will take you to the Hall of Records and show you every bit of information from your perspective that you can comprehend.
That's good stuff there, man. That's good stuff. Well, Bubba, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much for shedding your light and your energy on this open mic. This is what we have the platform for. We love you, and I look forward to talking to you more in more detail, my friend.
Well, I'm out here to play, dude. I don't take none of it serious because I'm creating an experience from my place of joy and blissfulness. But understand, we have a bunch of emotions that we get to play with. I just choose not to experience all of them in their greatest depths.
I hear you. I hear you. Thank you, good sir. Thank you, good sir. And that's so deep. Crop, we were just talking about that. A lot of this stuff, man, going on as far as shadow work, you know, our true self, our consciousness, what's, you know, different timelines. My timeline might not be the same timeline that you're manifesting. So it's just confirmation on Bubba's call of what the direction that we're going into, man. You know, it's a lot going on, different timelines, different perspectives, you know?
Yeah, makes a lot of sense, seeing as everything we've been going through, you know, and that curveball, something threw at you the other day. We were talking about when I was making sushi rolls, vegan sushi rolls. Remember?
Man, since this show, just like I was trying to explain, I could astral project at will, you know, as long as I can sit down and focus. But it was just weird today. I broke through, but 2 times it was like, I don't know, like only half of me was there, you know? And that's kind of weird for me just to pop out of body and I'm just standing there like dumbfounded, like, you know what I mean? So I know what's in store for me. I don't move in fear anymore. It is what it is because I'm so centered. You can't kill me. I'm infinite. And, you know, my journey is beginning. I'm waking up, man. And it's like, I know this is what we're supposed to be doing, you know. And we got, just like Bubba called in, it's like we got so many people pushing this with us. So we're going to push through. We're going to break through. I'm going to attempt to get, as I promised, to keep these calls coming through because we're missing them. So let's see who we got here at 941. It's open mic. The phone number is 734-230-2744.
Hello.
Hi, this is Derek and Ryan on I'm Conscious Now What? You are live. Open mic day. How are you?
Hi, Derek. Hi, Ryan. Hi, guys. Actually, this is Sharzat from because I was watching a documentary, or not a documentary, an interview with somebody, and I wanted to know about abductions and hybrid children. The person was talking about how she was abducted and when she was younger, and then I guess took some of her genes and created hybrid children, and now her hybrid children come to her, showing her like sweet things.
I missed the last part. Showing her like, you broke up. Showing her like sweet stuff. What did you say? Weird things? I just missed the tail end of what you said.
So basically, she's she's an intuitive person, and she deals with people who've been abducted. And she was stating how she has hybrid children. So she was abducted when she was younger, and that they have taken her genes, which she calls the Greys, who have, like, basically they're us, but in the future, and, you know, they can't reproduce. So they've basically created these hybrid children. And now these hybrid children, which has more than 14 of them, come to her. So I wanted to know your thoughts on hybrid children.
My thoughts on them is there's, as you heard me say a lot of different times, we're not there's so many different species on planet Earth right now, from hybrids to we was talking about artificial intelligence. It doesn't surprise me, you know. I've heard a lot of stories about abductions, and the more you stay on this show, I'm sure if it was led to be, you'll hear even more stories about abductions. So absolutely, I wouldn't say yay or nay. I wouldn't definitely say, oh no, that's not true. I've heard a lot. I've chatted with people on Facebook that said they've been abducted and now having different visions, and they have different insights and different perspectives. Some vibrations are much higher, some vibrations are much lower. So absolutely, I agree with it. Crop, you want to say something about the hybrids and people being abducted and all of these different changes in DNA?
Do I want to talk about it?
I can't hear you. I missed the time. I really didn't know you guys were going to call me back right now. I'm sorry. So it's kind of like taking by surprise.
It's okay.
I know my question was like.
No, it's cool. It's just open mic. There's no dumb question. It's just open mic. So we thank you for calling, okay? And we love you.
Oh, okay, bye.
Okay. Hybrids, Crop, you were going to say?
Yeah. Shall I talk about it? You know what I'm talking about, right?
I tell you what. Since it's open mic, I'm gonna get one more call, and after that call, then go into your hybrids, okay?
All right,
one more.
Been a long time coming.
Yeah, that's why I said if they were late, I didn't want to throw you out there because
I know. I can feel you trying to dance around it.
So we're calling 832.
Hello.
832, mute your live stream. And you are live with Derek and Ryan on I'm Conscious Now What? Open mic day. What's going on, my friend?
Hello, I'm Johnny. How are you guys doing today?
What's up, Johnny? I'm all good.
Awesome. I got two quick ideas to share, and maybe I could close and you guys could discuss. One of which you guys were talking about astral projection. You were actually, and I had today a weird experience. I actually astral projected in my dream. Now I thought I was really astral projecting, but then when I woke up in the dream, I woke up on the opposite side of the bed, which I never wake up. So, and then I woke up in 3D. I noticed that. So the question is, what really happens when you have that same feeling, same vibration, same visions, same separation in a dream, but it's not the real astral projection realm? Well, what's the difference between that? Is it only trapped in my subconsciousness?
Cropper?
Yeah. When you've been thinking about it for a very, very long time, and you've been doing your research, especially before you go to bed, and then you don't remember going to sleep, and then you wake up and all of a sudden you start to copy the things that you've heard about, then you're just reenacting an astral projection experience. And you'll know this because like you're saying, you're questioning in it, right? If you definitely astral projected, there will be no question about it. Like period, you know?
Right.
But it's not a bad thing, because usually what comes straight after lucidity, you noticing this, is astral projection, in the sense that maybe today or even tomorrow or the next day, you'll just come out of your body. So you're actually pretty close.
Mm-hmm. You know what's weird is that I've only tried 4 attempts ever in astral projection, because I discovered you guys a month ago, and this relates to my second question, which I'll say quickly without wasting your time. But my 4th attempt to astral projection actually worked. However, I couldn't really explore more than my room, and that was it. And this is my 5th one. However, it was a dream, which was like, whoa, okay. And I felt really uncomfortable with my body. I bumped my head on the roof, and it was like really hard, you know. But yeah, that was it actually. That's it so far. And I'm learning. I'm patient about it, looking up for more information from you guys, and you know, it's all patient.
Okay, great, man. You're doing great, man. You're doing great. You know, it's trying to put a time on it for me. I've been projecting unconsciously since I was a young lad, but like even now consciously, like I said before, I popped out twice and was just standing there dumbfounded. So it's a process. I know Crop said something. I was talking to him before. It's just getting used to the energy, the surrounding energies in the astral environment, and becoming lucid, lucid in the astral realms. But it's infinity. You know what I mean? It's totally different from what we're experiencing in 3D. So it's a process. You can't, sometimes, I'm my worst critic, but I'm 46 years old. I've been a humanoid and in my mind for 44 years. So I just can't expect to shoot out and just know everything. It's a process. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you're doing great, man. And thank you for calling. Okay.
Thank you.
We love you. We love you so much. Thank you for your energy. My hybrid brother across the pond.
I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, you thought I was gonna let you off the hook, my man. So we had the caller call in about hybrids. So Crop, we had a lot of discussions about hybrids and things like that. To the next call that comes in, enlighten us on this hybridness.
Yeah, might as well. How many people watching? One sec. Beep, 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 beep. Huh?
Is 58 accurate on Wednesday?
Are you looking? Or are you guessing? All right, so.
Oh shit! He took the Lotus promotion position, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna be good.
I want to get comfy. Turn my back, no good sin. Unless I'm really old, it's like, all right. So I had a couple of experiences. One of which I saw a kid actually, who looked pretty much just like me. Only his hair was, well, first off, he had dreadlocks. I had dreadlocks also at the age of 5, roughly close to 6, and I had to get them cut off. He had dreadlocks. He looked around about 5, 6, maybe just a tall 5-year-old. He's a little taller than normal. And yet, well, basically, he looked 5, but he was taller. I would say if you were trying to guesstimate his age based on his height, you would think he was around about 7, right? But he had the features of a 5-year-old. He was small and everything. Yeah, his hair was like mine, only it was gray, and the thickness of each strand of hair was thicker, maybe like 3 times thicker than normal, or even 4 times. Be that you could see the strands individually, but it was still crinkly, like my hair is, and it was twisted. Obviously, when you get dreadlocks, that's how you make them, right? And I see this kid. His eyes are gray, human-ish. They were slightly bigger than normal, but not noticeably bigger in the sense that if you saw this kid walking on the street, you would just think that he looks really, I don't know. First off, you probably think, why is his parents let him dye his hair, right? And secondly, something about him looks a bit off facially. It's just eyes are just a little bit bigger. Mainly his pupil and his retina of his eye, they're pretty big. So, what happened? Basically, before I had that experience, I was astral projecting quite a bit. Now, me personally, as a soul, I come from another location and I incarnated, into this body. I don't have any memories of working in the hybridized system, be that I don't have any memories of me working on a gray ship and organizing and alphabetically going to people's houses and dropping off beings to have encounters with or abduct people. But it doesn't mean I haven't had any experiences with such experiments. You see, during the moment, or I guess my height, my peak of my astral projection experiences, when I was constantly coming out of my body numerous times a day, I had this one experience where I was in bed and I'm woken up. All right, I'm woken up in the astral realm. And I'm woken up by these 5, about this big, little aliens, right? I'm just going to say how it is. They looked like the shape of aliens, but they weren't aliens. They looked more like clay, brown clay, you know, like brown earthy clay. But it was like it was trying to keep its form to look like an alien, you know, some deceptiveness going on there. And about 5 of these things walk through the wall by my bed, and the main leader levitates and he hovers in front of me, and he's trying to do more than just levitate. He's trying to keep his composure, trying to stay off my bed sheets, and he's also trying to lie to me. You know, in the astrals, you can feel everyone's intent. So this thing was trying to mask his intent while speaking to me. So he says to me, okay, do you want to be involved in an experiment? And I was like, oh, experiment. These guys are like aliens. This could be cool, you know? And I was like, yeah, sure. But first, I want to know where I'm going to go, what the experiment is, how long I'm going to be gone for, what are you going to do to my body if it is anything, you know? And he wouldn't say anything. But all the while, he was freaking out, like malfunctioning. He was like getting frustrated that I wasn't agreeing with him. And he was warping his shape into more of a, I guess, putty type, gluey, as if water was just floating in the air and it was like bending and twisting. He wasn't able to stay fully formed. And also his voice was malfunctioning as well, which was kind of funny. But he knew
fucking with him. He was seeing through his mirage.
Yeah, he was doing a terrible job. And then this is the strangest bit, all right? When I said no, he looked at me in the eyes and did some weird Jedi mind trick. I was basically hypnotized. I was focused on his eyes to such a degree that I became very unconscious. I didn't completely lose consciousness, but I was more of a, it's like when you're drunk and you just don't care, you know? So it's like he drugged me, but with energy, to the point where he just turned off my questions and my curiosity and, I guess, my free will in that sense, you know? Anyway, he does that, and I'm sat there just, I guess, high. And then this 7 foot tall, very pale, blonde, or close to whitish hair, female just walks through my wall, right? And she starts walking up to me, and then she basically sits on my lap. We start having sex. Now, the way she's built, like Derek asked me the other day, I was like, was she like proper? I was like, yeah, she was built.
You know,
like
I wanted to know the details, baby. I wanted to know the details. Go ahead, Crop. I'm all ears. I'm muting my mic to keep from cutting you off. Go ahead, bro. This is good shit, ladies and gentlemen.
Laughing. But yeah, she had like these very, very busty, very busty. It's just big, like a. I don't mean big as in overweight. She had like hardly any fat on her. She was just like a large, very tall woman, and her eyes were bigger than normal, and they were slightly further apart than what's normal. You know, what was considered as normal, but beautiful nonetheless. And her hair was thick. I could see through it a little bit, and then it was like there was a bluish pinkish tint, as if her hair was crystalline, as if it was made out of quartz crystal, but really smoky quartz, you know, really thick though. And she basically just sat on me and then moved around for a little bit, and then got up, and then walked straight back through the wall. It was really that simple. And then the other little minions followed on, by her. I'm thinking, okay, great, cool. I come to once they've left my room, and now I'm waiting to wake back up in 3D, So I'm like, okay, let's go back home. And I'm like, okay, go. Nothing happens. I'm sat up in my bed thinking, okay, maybe if I pinch myself, nothing happens. All right. I pick up my phone and I realize that I've been in 3D the entire time. I'm like freaking out at that point. So I get up and turn the lights on, and I start searching my bed for any hair, anything that isn't mine, right? Just anything. And I didn't find anything. I found hair in there, but it wasn't her hair. And yeah, pretty much it. That was quite some time ago. I wasn't going to tell anyone about it. I didn't want to say anything about it for a while, actually. But for those of you who've been watching, this was the story I wanted to tell you, but I didn't. The one that I said that Derek knows and his wife knows.
Right.
But yeah.
See, ladies and gentlemen, you getting raw, uncut, uncensored things. We just going with the energy. And I want to ask some questions. Now that you're talking about it again, Crop, do you realize you got some hybrid kids out there, man? You might get, and I'm just being humorous, ladies and gentlemen. Everything doesn't have to be always serious. You might get some letters from the galactic friend of the court, bro.
I don't think so. But it was kind of weird that shortly after I was traveling the Astrals, and I did see pretty much another mini-me who was a mix in the way he looked with me and the other person. And I actually told this to Caitlin. Caitlin, she used to be into the hybrid children and everything. She got well excited when I talked about it. She was ecstatic, But yeah, I mean, I'm not the only person, because I've heard of stories like this as well. They're very similar. It's just that moment, whereas I wanted to go back to 3D, and like, nope, I was already there.
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's going on. I'm to the point now where people ask me, "Do you believe this? Do you believe?" Hey, every and anything is possible in consciousness. I mean, Bubba just broke it down, and Bubba is old school. I like Bubba because you can tell he is straight shooter, fearless. It's anything you can desire. And when you get used to playing with this consciousness, as he was saying, and discovering and exploring and getting deeper into this, you'll realize that, and a lot of people don't like when I say this, the game of life, it's a game. And I've been saying this a lot. It's agendas. My agenda might not be the same as someone else's agenda. That's why we, as a society, we get so caught up, and I understand why. And I'm not beating anybody that's one-dimensional and just right or wrong. But in consciousness, that's just so, I don't even have a word for it. It's just so, when you say right and wrong, the wrong is just like, take a piece of paper and draw a line right down the middle. When you actually live by your perception of what's right or wrong, you never explore the wrong. So you got a whole side of existence, circumstances, a whole side of things that you don't even take the time to even look at, because you're just blocking it from, that's wrong, without even taking a glimpse or a look, or it's right or wrong. This is right, this is wrong. And that's what's happened to us as, a society where we are right now. We've been taught this is good, this is bad, just because we're not used to sitting in those different energies. And now a lot of things that I was taught that were bad and good, just because somebody say that's bad. Oh, okay, that's bad. And now I'm sitting here like a dumb shit because I'm 46 and so much of my life I could have explored, if you want to tap into the time thing, so many different things I could have explored, but just because somebody else told me it was wrong, okay, it's wrong then. You know what I mean? So the phone lines are open, ladies and gentlemen, 734-230-0111. open mic day. I want to say open mic night. There's no dumb questions. There's no dumb topics.
No.
Call us. Let us know. We'll change topics.
You've been over to the chat?
No. Let me go over there.
I mean, you can assume what's going to be in there, right? But
I'm in the chat now. Let me see what's going on. More chats below. What did I miss, crap?
A lot of people have the issue of being raped.
They had who now?
Alien rape.
Oh, the alien rape.
Yeah.
Let's catch Dave coming through. And I gotta be careful what I ask for. I was just about to say, crap, I wish I could be alien rape, but I don't. You had a pleasurable. If you want to call it a rape, at least yours was pleasurable.
Exactly.
Hey, Dave, you're live with Derek and Ryan. Let me get you on, Dave. Hold on. I kind of screwed this up. Hold on. Hold on, Dave. Hey, Dave, just call back in, Dave. I kind of blocked you off of my little app switchboard, so you're not going to come through the system. Just hang up and call me back right back, my friend. My little switch.
Oh man, I was just reading the comments, man. That took me. Oh, that was funny.
You care to share, crap, while I get Dave in here? Let me see,
Nah.
Dave.
Nah, I mean, thanks for writing that. That made my day. Literally, today's been slow. Why is it taking so long to make a video? I've made a video on the first succubus experience that I had in the Astrals today. It's coming up close to Halloween. Usually I don't put out the scarier ones on my YouTube channel, but it's Halloween, man. And I put up, well, I haven't put up yet. I'm actually uploading it right now. And got 22 minutes remaining. But then I gotta make the thumbnail, you know? But it's basically my story from when I was younger. And my headspace was kind of screwed up, and that caused me to experience some strange things in the Astrals. But yeah, look out for that later on today. Did you get through to him?
Yeah, Dave, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
Turn him up there, Derek. It's a bit echoey.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Anyway, my question was, well, how are you guys doing? Can I ask that first?
Great.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, my question was, how do you heal your physical body when there is pain? I've hurt my hand, and it's been hurting for about, I think, 3 months, and I just want to know what I can do to do better with diet, some meditations, or, just about anything.
I can give you the basic version of how I've been there's a lot of different ways of healing, but I use a lot of visualization. And what I do, and I haven't done this in a while now, so thanks for reminding me about this, because I've been, and I ain't knocking on no freaking wood, I just haven't been in pain, but I had a bad car accident. A lot of people say I died, but I have no consciousness of dying. Back in 2009, I was unresponsive and I was life flown to a hospital. I save a lot of this for another show. And I had to learn how to walk again. And so I had a lot of pain, and up until about a year ago, I was still having pain in my neck and in my back and in my spine. And I'll tell you exactly what I did. And this helped me, but there's a lot of different ways. You can actually do energy work. You can have people actually do energy work on you, but it's all based on energy. Now, I understand where the pain was coming from as far as in my neck and in my back. It was the flow of energy was not flowing evenly throughout my body. Your energy is not being distributed evenly, an even flow of energy through your body. You have blockages. And so what I would do, and I had to learn this through meditation, everything starts with meditation. That's why meditation is so important. I would just focus, and this is very basic, so you can really do this, of this ball of light, this ball of energy light. And this ball of light, I would actually let it flow and sit and envelop wherever I was having any kind of discomfort, any kind of pain. And I would just keep forcing that light through my body, visualizing it, seeing it, Dave. I mean, literally seeing it, not thinking about it. I mean, I can see it. And this takes visualization skills, but there's a lot of ways you can sharpen up your visualization skills. I would just visualize that healing light. And I knew it was healing light. And I would just put it on that area and let it go through that area and envelop that area and sit in that area until I felt no discomfort. Now, a lot of times, just in my case, right, in the astral realms, what was actually happening was, I understand it now, I was just turning my awareness away from the pain, if it was pain. Now, if there's other things like the quote unquote cancer and you feel lethargic and other things like that, to my understanding, the way I'm understanding, all sickness and disease is just energy not flowing through the body evenly. And I'll give Crop a little more. Is that kind of, or does it get, am I way off, Crop, kind of there, or is it all about energy when it comes to sickness and disease in the body?
It's more about how it's flowing and and the toxins. If you got it in the hands, here's the thing. If you got a toxic body, the first place the toxins go to are the feet and the hands. That's why it's one of the reasons why feet stink, you know? It's also one of the reasons why your hands will cramp up, you'll get twisted fingers as you get older, you'll get rheumatoid arthritis, you'll get other forms of arthritis. Yeah, there are more. And other than that, it'll be under the pits and back of the knees and in the crotch area, but that's because of the lymphatic system, which is close to those areas of the body. If you want to get rid of hand issues, then you need hot water most of the time. Increase the flexibility within your hands so you can break up the toxins within the tissue, you know, just simple hand exercises every day, every now and then with the heat. And Qigong, if you know how to do it within the hands, channel energy throughout the hands, do light Qigong exercises with the hands, and that will easily fix it. And then one day you'll just wake up, and this actually happened to me. I woke up and a stupid amount of energy just flew straight out of my hands, and my hands started to shake. I went to bed the next morning, the swelling in my hands were completely gone. The next morning, like literally overnight, I was fine.
Dave, what if you care to share, Dave, what exactly is your issue? If you care to share, maybe we could be more direct.
It's in my left hand. What's happened, I think many things contributed to it. I play the bassoon, another name as the fagot. It's a big instrument, and I use my left hand a lot to play with the keys. And I think what tipped it over was I was doing push-ups, and I kind of overextended myself, and it's kind of where it hurts when I try to put weight on the left side of my palm, next to where my thumb is. And well, wrist to thumb.
Okay, what kind of pain is it? Is it sharp, is it dull, or is it just a complete lack of movement? And then that's when it burns.
It feels better right now, but I can still sense it. Usually it's sharper though, like if I do it for a long time.
They're really sharp, like, and it's instant, right? Just random, you move it and then sharp pain.
It can be, yeah.
It sounds like a damaged nerve. They take ages to heal. Boost up the fruits, mainly apples, and it'll help heal the nerves.
Okay.
Yeah.
What vitamins or anything, like what?
You don't really need vitamins for a nerve. You just need electric foods. You know, and it's perfect with the hand. If you can do any kind of Qigong exercise with the hand, that'll also boost up the electric conductivity within the nerve system. It will hurt for a while, but then it'll get better real fast.
Okay.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
We love you. Thanks for calling. Those live foods, man, that electric energy. And a lot of, it's just amazing though. That saying you are what you eat, you know, probably 99.999% of sickness and disease is diet, man. It's just diet. You know, we could talk about diet, but what you eat, electric foods, electricity, hydrates the body, pH balances the body. If you really want to preserve this physical body any length of time, and it's harder now, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. Because it is what it is, right? I'm in Detroit, Michigan, and I make a conscious effort now to eat healthy, right? But it's becoming more and more harder, to get what we call organic live food in our areas. Even at the quote unquote organic markets, that shit ain't organic. I can't tell you how many. I'm trying to think of this company, and not to put them on blast, but they're mainstream too. Something in Dave's. I can't think of them, but they're across the United States, and we got all kind of fruits from their produce section. Freaking no seeds, apples, no seeds, oranges, no seeds, grapes, no seeds. And this is, I can't think of the name of this company. Something Dave's, or is that Dave's? Something Dave's, but they're mainstream. And so, and they got all of these organic tags and stuff on there. So, you know, if you really want to, depending on where you are, listen, ladies and gentlemen, they're growing their own marijuana across the United States indoors now. I just talked to a guy about 3 or 4 days ago. I don't want to put him on blast, but listen, you can grow your own fruits and vegetables now. That's the only way in the times that we're in right now. The only way you're going to know a shadow without a doubt what you're putting into your body. We're here. We're going to have to start growing our own shit. Seriously, because what they're pumping through the United States right now, everybody's caught on to the organic thing. They putting organic stickers on GMO foods. And that's why we seem so lethargic now. You know, you're eating healthy, but you still feel like shit because it's GMO foods that they're pushing off as organic. So diet. And I tell people a lot of times, you know, we get into this right, wrong, good or bad. I said this on the other show. The dumbest shit I ever done in my life. If I had to label stuff, if I had to go back, and trust me, I've done some things in this carnation. The wildest I've ever been in my life, and it's going to surprise a lot of you, is when I wasn't in control of what I was putting in my fucking mouth. What I was eating. Flat out. I would just go buy anything, eat anything, you know? And that put me in a lot of dark spaces. Hey, those lines are... Yeah, that's when I sit here and think of the darkest I've ever been. Listen, man, I was drinking alcohol. I was eating all kind of meats. You know what I mean? All kind of sugars. I was the guy that my lunch, I just go to the gas station, bro, and grab me whatever was in and that was my lunch. You know?
Good times when you like. I know it's not good times as in you feel sick when you eat it. But it's like those were the moments that apparently made us feel good, you know? Like you wanted to mask the pain and everything, so you wanted to distract yourself with food. I actually used to phone a friend of mine, and we used to drive by Crossroads, and I used to go buy some Chinese food. That was my Chinese food and a mushroom patty. And then that did me, you know? But yeah, somebody said in the chat that I said yes to the experiment. I didn't say yeah to the experiment. I asked him a bunch of questions first. I literally didn't verbally say yes. You could have just led with the woman, you know? But yeah, I didn't say yeah.
You didn't say no either, did you?
I didn't say no neither. No, I didn't say no neither.
Okay, we got another caller coming in. We got a lot of calls coming in. So caller, you are live on Derek and Ryan. I'm conscious now. What? Let me see. We got so many coming in. Let the call stop for 1 minute. Can you hear me? Antonio, can you hear me? Okay, Antonio, can you hear me? For some reason, you're not coming through. So I'm going to, we got so many coming through at one time. I think you guys are phasing each other out. So let's just start over because you guys are phasing each other out. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, so the phone lines are back open. I'm sorry, we got 5 or 6 coming in at one time and they're just phasing each other out. You were saying something, Crop?
I'm just lost in the comments. I'm going to start reading them now. They're really...
Go ahead, read the comments while I struggle with this. Can you hear me now, Antonio? You're not.
You know what? The last time someone called, I actually heard the other guy on the line. It's kind of strange.
It's phasing in. It's weird.
Yeah.
You're very low, Antonio. Very, very low.
I can hear none.
I can. He's just very, very low.
Okay. I sent the caller's voicemail. Goodbye.
Try me again, Antonio. So I'm trying to phase some of these calls out. Trying to get all of you in, but it's you all call at one time. I'm gonna have to invest into a switchboard. What's going on in that chat, Rob?
Now they're asking me not to read the comments.
They be in their own world in that chat, man.
Yeah,
I go back and read the chat, and it's just a nice little community that they've built there together.
Do you know what? That was so long ago, though. That's why he could do the mind trick thing. If it was nowadays, I'd push him out of my mind, easily, because I'm a lot more advanced now. Back then I was like, was I still drinking alcohol then? Maybe. I don't think my vibration was very high.
Is that it?
See, now you're coming through a little bit. Yeah, that's on your end, Antonio. I can hear Antonio, right?
Yeah, it's Antonio.
I can hear you a little better now. You was having some audio problems on your end. Welcome.
Yeah, it was probably on my end.
Great to have you here. Open mic, your topic, Antonio. Enlighten us.
Well, I'm not really that. First off, I'm not really that good at the stuff. Like I recently, well, maybe a couple months ago, I started doing this stuff. I'm not really that good, and I've just got like 2 questions to ask right now because I'm having fun with them. First off, is when I try to meditate or like when I sit down, the longest I can last is like around 30, 40 minutes.
Echo on your part.
Can you hear me?
1 minute. Just mute your mic for 1 minute.
Oh, okay.
Okay, go ahead, Antonio.
Is that better? Because I'm not using headphones.
Do you still have your live stream going, Antonio, in the background?
What?
Do you have the live stream playing in the background?
No, I stopped it.
Okay, go ahead. We'll make it through. Go ahead. Just a little echo I'm hearing.
So, as I was asking, can you tell me like some ways that I can have longer meditations? Because when I try to meditate, the longest I can last for is around 30 or 40 minutes, and then I just get cramped I can't sit in one place for longer than that.
One thing you can add to that, if it's the cramping, do you do a detailed stretch before you meditate, a full body stretch? You have
well, not really. I've tried just some small stretches sometimes before meditating. It's helped a bit, but not really that much.
Yeah, one thing that I do before every meditation, and it's good to incorporate this because I used to be real stiff in the beginning too, is I do breathing regimens, visualizing each body part, pushing energy through the body, visualization and breathing and stretching at the same time. I stretch each muscle in my body. I start off with my feet to my calves, to my quads, all the way up, all the way through the body, visualizing that energy going through. And by the time I get to, my face and my nose up in here, dude, I'm so relaxed. I just fall into the meditation. But one positive thing about what you said, if you're doing 45 minutes, believe it or not, 45 minutes straight uninterrupted, it's not bad. It's not bad at all,
Yeah, I've kind of been able to do that from the start. So yeah,
that's not bad, my friend. When I first started, dude, I was struggling to get 3 or 4 minutes in. So 45-minute sessions, if you do that, I'm not trying to put you on any kind of do it this way or that way, but imagine 3 45-minute sessions per day, dude. You're doing some good things, You'd be surprised. A lot of people, because I have relatives and siblings that I can't get them to sit down for 5 minutes, man, and focus. You know?
Kind of similar with me.
Yeah. What else going on in your life?
What else? Oh yeah, there's this one thing. So I've been kind of having problems with, how to say it, with my energy levels, because when I'm at school, I feel, at first I feel normal, I feel like energized, and then as the day goes by, I feel even like more and more drained as every school hour passes by. Then when I'm home, I just feel really drained. And whenever I try to, astral project or at least dream attempt, I can manage to stay awake for like 20 to 30 minutes, a little bit focused, and then I just go unconscious and fall asleep.
Okay, well, I'll start up at the top. The school being drained, you could be around a lot of energy vampires. Whenever, you go into the workplace or out in public, you're engaging and taking on and giving off a lot of different energies. You know what I mean? So it's you might be, I'm almost positive that's what's going on in school. You're around a lot of different energies, and that sometimes it drains your energy from you. You could be studying mentally drained. You know what I mean? And then it goes back to, I have to ask you, and you keep it real with yourself. How's your diet? Are you eating a lot of sugars? Are you eating meat? Are you eating dairy?
I'm not really eating meat. I've never really liked meat since I was a kid, but my parents kind of forced it on me because they thought and still think that it's kind of good for me, but I really don't think the same.
Yeah.
And sugars, kind of sugars, but recently, like a month and a half ago, I had an experience with an allergy, which actually kind of showed me that I should actually start eating properly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The absolute, and take it from me, the absolute worst thing you could eat is itemized sugar. It's poison, man. And I was addicted to sugar. And I try to cover it up now. Oh, now I just drink maple syrup. I'm still addicted to sugar. That's an ongoing battle. That's the #1 drug on the planet. Sugar.
Maple syrup
will kill you faster.
Stay away from it. Maple syrup, it's heated. It's like the worst kind, Maple
syrup?
Yeah,
raw maple syrup.
Any sugar form, even like caramel, anything that's been heated and it's changed the structure, just does havoc in the body.
That's probably why I'm still feeding sugar at times when I do the maple syrup, huh?
Yeah, as long as you don't drink it like that out the bottle.
I only smoke. I stopped smoking, but I only smoke cigars now. That's probably what I'm doing with the freaking maple syrup. So see, I'm right with you, man. So it's diet is everything, dude. Diet is everything.
Yeah.
Diet. So Antonio, we love you. Thanks for calling, my friend.
Okay, thanks.
All
Hear
right.
me out.
I had to run
Wow,
downstairs.
top of
Somebody
the
was,
hour, man. Already.
I
Damn.
had to run downstairs because somebody was banging. You know, what was his main question? What were you guys discussing?
He was having trouble with his energy. He would go to school and come home and find himself very drained energy wise, and also his focus in his meditations. He was saying that he can only sometimes go for like 45 minutes, and then his mind is just, everything I guess he loses focus.
Yeah, energy vampires in school. That's what it is. Then you go to meditate straight after. You have no focus.
Yeah.
You know, heck, straight away, first thing in the morning, you're the most productive. Do your meditation then, anything then that's creative. You know what I mean? Definitely. I mean, oh, geez. This morning, man. Was it about 5? Come to 6 o'clock, my mind was all over the place with ideas. Most creative I've been in months. Most productive in sense of meditation and stuff like that. But I mean, more calls, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna get one more because we're at the top of the hour.
Oh yeah.
Went fast today.
Good.
Hello.
Yes, it's Derek and Ryan. I'm conscious now. What? We're calling you back. You're live on the air. How are you?
Hey, Rita, how you guys doing, man?
Doing very, very, very well. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right, thank you. Is there any echo going on?
Now you good. Good.
All right, cool. I just wanted to chime in. I wanted to thank you guys for everything you've done so far with the service and creating this space for our basic little community going on. And I wanted to let Ryan know at least that I've watched a few of his videos about humanity, and I've actually been able to tap in, I guess, to a universal energy, especially when I meditate now. Like, yeah, we get a lot of ringing and I'm getting information from the energy now. It's been a great experience for the last couple of weeks, so just wanted to chime in and say that.
Okay, well, thank you for calling. Your connection was a little bad, but we feel the love. We couldn't make out a lot of things, but we got to thank you for the work that we're doing, and thank you for supporting us, my friend.
Anytime, man. Thank you.
All right, peace and love. I always say one more, Crop. One, I love them. One more. You are the last caller for the day. I just hate to leave people hanging and take out the time. Open mic.
Can you imagine the excitement they're feeling as when you call them back and they see the name? Like,
I love them.
That's gonna be cool.
Hello?
Hey, this is Derek and Ryan. You are live on I'm Conscious Now What? I promised I would call you back.
Right on. Hi, this is Carrie Lynn. This is the first time I've been able to be up this early to make a live stream call, so I'm really excited because I've been trying for a month.
Okay, hold up. I owe you something for the effort.
Yeah. What?
I had to give you those hand claps live. Okay, now go for making it with us.
Okay, thank you. Just a couple things, actually, really quick, that I'll try not to take up too much time. I have found it interesting that every program that you guys have done since you started, whatever you talk about the next time, like on Wednesday or Sunday, is exactly what I have been meditating on since the day before your last talk. It's been really neat and interesting, and that nothing is clicking away. Find it very, very neat. Literally whatever I've been meditating on in myself that week shows up on your show. So that's been really, really cool. That's the first thing I wanted to share with you guys.
Thank you.
And the second thing was more of a question. I've been experimenting with it still, and I'm not really sure what's going on, but the short version of it is I started, I'm not really sure what happened. I had a really, really long projection, like a 4.5 hour long projection of astral travel. Wow. And when I got into my body, my right arm was sprained in 3 different spots. For about 3 months, I had like 3 casts on it. And it wasn't like I was in a really weird situation or position. And then after that, whenever I use the word juju a lot, like good juju or bad juju, you know, like peace and love, right? Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So after I wasn't able to like do my full juju, like, you know, certain candles and crystals and stones, when my wrist and hand was that kind of really effed up for a while. So when I was able to, it was about a few months after that, when I started like, you know, sitting down with my candles and rocks with both of my physical hands on them again, I have all of this energy now, like just this sound, it's kind of sexual, but it's completely not sexual. My entire body vibrates to the point where I have orgasms like over and over without sexual stimulation, and it's not really, you know, sexually related. I don't think it's just coming from that part of my body or chakra or whatever you call it. And that's now been going on for like 6 months, and I am curious if you guys have any opinions of, I've been doing a lot of grounding, a lot of earthing, just trying to get that to not calm down necessarily, but I'm not sure what to do with it because it just stays there now. It's like a permanent part of me. And it's a little distracting and it's very intense all the time.
Well, let me give you the hand claps for the non-sexual orgasms. That's, I got to give you some claps on that one because a lot of people, you know.
Yeah.
But
you gotta come. I have to stop actually practicing like what I'm doing though, because when your body like repeatedly reaches, you need to stop and have a cigarette. Like it's too much physically, like on your heart. You just can't like back to back have orgasms. And so it's kind of upset me because I can't. I'm having a harder time following through with, you know, the rituals that I would do. Let's say, you know.
I understand. I've had the closest thing to what you're talking about is when I was playing around with my sexual energy and I had a deep, intense movement of energy. And I on one of the shows or either a podcast, and I compared it with a woman having a full body orgasm. So I'm gonna
full body.
Yep. So I know what you're talking about, but I'm a little bit out of my league with this. So I'm gonna hand this one off to Cropper because I'm sure I'm a little bit out of my league on this one. So I'm gonna get this question, Crop. Is there anything that you can recommend of why this is happening to her, and anything that she can do to kind of balance it out?
It's very powerful and exciting, and I tried like different, you know, channeling ways. I believe that there's some type of obvious movement going on that's changed in my physiological body, as well as potential for something, you know, powerful. I'm just not really sure. Anything I've tried so far hasn't really lessened that like literal, just like looks like you're having a seizure response. So anything you guys got, greatly appreciated.
Yeah, what to do is basically you need to meet the energy as it rises in the body, and you need to change it. When this energy comes up, what's your headspace like? What do you think? What are the thoughts that go through your mind?
What is my headspace like when the energy comes up? Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, honestly, it can be a variety. I can do it at any time. Like right now, just sitting here, it doesn't even take effort. Like it's just this reaction, and that's kind of the base point where it starts. So it's not like I'm necessarily, you know, deep in attention, or I just woke up, or I'm upset, or I'm happy. You know, any variety of emotion or thought is something that just it's right there at the surface all the time.
Right. You unlocked the, I think they call it the sacral chakra, the second, and you've left it open, like wide open. And obviously that's the strongest amount of energy, and that energy will manipulate the body the most when it comes to the heart going and the sweats and everything. And I like the way how you said it was non-sexual. That's how I know you're definitely going through it, because not all orgasms are sexual. Like, you know, because they're coming from the area doesn't mean that they're...
Since then, I've completely stopped having any type of physical, actual sexual activity with myself or a partner, because I understand that something's like heavy going on there, and I don't want to misplace it until I know what I'm doing with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, what you got to do is you got to trigger it on purpose, and obviously the mind goes somewhere first, right, within the body. That's how it knows how to locate the energy to open it up. Next time you go to trigger it, direct your mind above that area rather than straight to that area where it's coming from, and then work your way up to the body to the point where you're triggering the energy, but you're doing it by the gut, by the navel instead, you know? And then when you do that, you'll notice the energy.
So basically, if I'm hearing you or understanding you correctly, then when my whole body kind of starts trembling, and then I isolate it from like my sacral chakra and just keep bringing it up to like my heart and above. Is that kind of what you're suggesting?
You want to start above rather than below. The same way you trigger it, find a space within your body.
Okay.
And then trigger it again in a different location. And you'll find that the frequency will be different. And that because it will be different, it won't trigger your body in the same way that it's doing. It will actually increase any other state of awareness that's contributed towards that location within the body. The higher you go, if you can imagine all of that energy being focused out of like your pineal gland, you become very perceptive of everything around you rather than physically. Yeah. And if you do it with your heart.
That I started to with taking the energy, I call it shaking and quaking, but when I would send like same thing, I call it juju, right? Where I would send someone juju or, you know, focus higher, I would use the shaking and directly from, I want to say my mind, but that's not the right word. So, you know, still having the response, my body's still having the physiological response, but I think what you're talking about, pretty much. So just keep doing that, like just keep enhancing that.
Just learn how to open it from a different area of the body. Because like I said, your mind has to go to the location first, then it opens up all the energy. But if you actually put the mind somewhere else in the body, the energy that's below will rise up automatically, and then it will change frequency. And then it will just stream out everywhere, but it will be different. Your body will react differently to it. You know, so when the next time you try it, deliberately trigger it, yeah, but then just be aware of the fact that you had to mentally focus on the area first, then the energy came out. But then the next time you try it, mentally focus like above it, maybe 6 inches above that spot, you know? And then the next time go 6 inches higher, and you're working your way up your body. And you'll notice that the energy actually goes straight up into that point that you're focusing on. And then it grows and takes on a form.
We lost the caller, but
we
lost her. She fell off.
Right?
Well, crowd, what an amazing show, man. What an amazing show. I knew this would be good, better to open mic, but I'm still stuck on open mic night. Is it dark in the UK?
Is it dark in the UK? Yep, it's a bunch of black. I'm kind of getting a little bit worried because I'm not tired in the slightest, which is a problem because it means that I might not be able to go to bed the time I want to go to bed and wake up early.
How's the book going?
The book's going great. I actually did I wrote 2,000 words out like that, right? I'm just going to write a little bit out, just a little bit, you know, because my writing skills has gotten fluid. And it's on a topic of discussion, which I wasn't going to put in the book. I really wasn't. But then I had a chat with the client that I was talking on Skype over the phone. And she was like, just do it. Just put it in the book. And who cares what people think, Because I didn't put it in there because I knew it was going to be a touchy subject. I did it anyway. And man, that book, that's really that's got everything in there. Like my thoughts, everything is raw. I haven't held back anything. Anything that came through my mind, things that I did throughout my life, which I just didn't care about. And, the things that you normally wouldn't tell somebody, it's in the book. And I did it deliberately. I was like, it's either go all out or just don't do it. If you're going to write something that's embarrassing, how would they respond? They're going to laugh, obviously, right? Okay, so how can you encourage that laughter? How can you really make them laugh? Own it. You know what I mean? So, gee, that book's cool. But yeah, I actually saw like a timeline which was responsible for the book and the writing in the book. It's like I'm seeing future probabilities due to the information I'm putting in the book, So let's go wait. Yeah. It's like time is settling as I'm materializing in this book. And it's like, that path is now like destiny. It's destined to happen because you've got this thing written down, which is cool.
It's positive. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I always say, we love you. We love you so much. And I'm just going back to that first caller, Bubba, coming through. Behind the scenes, you don't have, some of you do. I won't say all of you, but to do what we're doing, to get this information to you, jumping over speed bump after speed bump or speed bump, it must be done. And we're going to keep doing this show. It just takes a lot of conscious effort and intent. And that's why at this time, I just want to remind you to hit that like button. Okay, hit that like button because we need to get this information. This is your platform, as you, ladies and gentlemen, see me gravitating over, handing the platform to you. Okay, it's not all about me and Ryan. We're just sitting in the seats and had this idea, but it's our platform. So hit the like button, okay, and take that little link. And I saw a couple of you, and I went over to your timeline, and I told you how much I appreciated it. A lot of you are starting to share this show on social media. The more you share this show, the more you become a part of this show, the more powerful, positive energy, our agenda. And I told you the agenda before. Everything is agenda based. Now, it ain't no right and wrong shit anymore. I'm just telling you. Our agenda is to spread and raise the level of awareness, of consciousness on an open platform. That's what we're doing. We know exactly what we're doing, right? So share, like, okay, subscribe, and also head over to I'mConsciousNowWhat.com. Just from some of our product sales that you guys have been supporting us, we were able to get you a website that has all of the episodes. And we have the insider reports. As you notice, I don't talk a lot about the insider reports on this because like Bubba say, they're watching us, okay? So I'm taking all of this information. I have a lot of people that reach out to me and give me a lot of information because we kind of networking in consciousness, right? And I'm putting it on I'm Conscious Now What, okay? I'm going to ask you to help support us by, we got t-shirts, we got Astral projection pillowcases, which I think is the cutest thing in the world. You can get an I'm Conscious Now What pillowcase and put it on your pillow, right? If that'll help you. Nothing magical about it. It's just having a token, right? We got charms, we got necklaces, and the meat and potatoes. Ryan actually took the time out to put a 10-step basic, very basic. So anybody that really wants to have these out-of-body experiences that we're talking about, that you can become a player in this game, there's a course on the products page. He has a 10-step astral projection step-by-step course that he's placed right on that site. And all of those proceeds, or a lot of those proceeds, I don't like to say all because, but a lot of those proceeds go to helping us build this platform. Okay. And I've also put I am self-guided meditation. I realize what my gifts are, and it's with my throat chakra. And that I am self meditation. And we had callers calling in about, staying focused in the meditation, the rhythmic breathing that I talk about, right? Getting to that higher aspect of yourself. It all starts with meditation. So I put a very, very detailed step by step, and even people that have been meditating for years has inboxed me on Facebook and say, dude, that I am self-guided meditation was very refreshing because it's very, very step by step. And I even added some things about chakra work in that. It's just not a guided meditation audio. It's a very detailed package. Okay. So we love you. And if you guys like the open mic night, because it's dark in the UK, I'm hanging on to that night. Hit in the chat box right now. We're going to run over to the chat. If you like this kind of open call-in session on Wednesdays where it's not so driven by what we feel like we should talk about, say I like it, or just put the hearts up there today. If you like the open mic night, you guys pick the topics. We talk about anything. The sky is the limit, as you noticed today. Let us know. Can you see the chat? I'm not over at the chat crowd. Anything going on? Let me run over here. Yes, let's do it. Like it. Okay, cool. Yes. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Crop, any last words? You are muted.
Any last words? No, not really. Not really. Not today.
You gave a lot of yourself today, dude. And let me give you some love, man. Let me show you some love. That hybrid. Yeah. I didn't think you were gonna share that hybrid. Some people call it rape molestation story. So then give you some more, man. Thank you, Crop. Thank you for doing that exclusive.
I really didn't want to do it because I know how people perceive things. You say stuff like that, they think rape, and then they think forcefully, they think angrily, they think all this other stuff, which it wasn't.
No.
Like I said, they should have just led with her, probably would have said yes. So like Derek said, even it wasn't like an unpleasant experience. So it's just people, because I was watching, I think it was Oprah with Dave Chappelle the other day. And Oprah was saying that she wanted to write a book and she wanted to put something in the book, but she knew she shouldn't have because there was this other famous guy who did what she was thinking about doing. And that guy got a lot of backlash because he saw it in one way, but everyone else took it way out of context, right? And just pretty much ruined his life because they were projecting with this crap, with this nonsense. And I was like, wow. Like I've been aware of it, but I've never noticed that it could just blow up that much to that extent. And that stopped Oprah from making the same mistake, and Dave Chappelle. I mean, Dave Chappelle was very aware of it as well. He was saying, look, I was gonna write a joke, and now he was talking about how he made a joke and somebody was laughing at him. They wasn't actually laughing with him. It's just that act of putting something out there and people taking it the wrong way, and that actually really did annoy him, and that's what made him want to stop, the comedy business. And I was like, I'm gonna take that piece of knowledge and I'm gonna use that just in case, keep my mouth shut on some things. But yeah, I guess that just turned out to be last words by accident.
Okay. My last words are super simple. I love you guys just the way you are. You don't have to change anything because at the highest vibration, at the highest essence of who you are already perfect. And as Big Bubba said earlier, this is a game. When you get to that point where you can smile and know that you're playing in a game of agenda and consciousness and everything is energy and we're immortal, we never die. Life. What we call life, it just, boom, it just gets so big. I love you guys. Same time, same place, same platform. You guys know what's coming.
I'm conscious.
What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Yeah.
Hold it. What you talking about, doctor?
Peace.
See ya.